She was an American girl, raised on promises. She couldn't help thinking that was it.
The first place we went to was London, and first went to the Detroit airport and flew to London, or I guess we went to Indianapolis first, and then we went to Paris, and after Paris we traveled to Normandy, which was like kind of on our way to Amsterdam. Probably the highlight for me was Amsterdam, because I just liked the whole feel to it, and probably London too, because I just liked seeing all the historical landmarks, especially Buckingham Palace. That was probably my favorite place in London. Yeah, like people just like rode their bikes everywhere, so like you didn't see like very many cars, you just saw people on their bikes, and like there was lots of yelling and get out of my way type thing, so it was just cool. Mostly in London and Paris it was just stuff you find in like America, but in Amsterdam it was like Dutch food, and it was okay, but it wasn't necessarily my favorite.
Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need.
In London, everyone was like dressed really nicely, and just like the women always wore like really high heels just walking around, and everyone just like seemed like it was really high fashion. And the same thing with Paris, like everyone was like that, and like the people in London, you could actually understand them, so it was more like America, like just walking around, except like the things you were seeing. And Paris was different because they didn't speak English, so there was lots of pointing and stuff like that, but I don't know. And Amsterdam was more laid back, probably. Like the people were dressed normally and they just did everything like really relaxed, and it was fun. Probably I would have enjoyed the most would be my sister, because like she helped me get ready for the trip a lot, like just picking out things and stuff. So I think it would have been fun to like go on the trip with her, and I think she would have enjoyed seeing that stuff too, like sharing that together. Scotland. Actually, one of my friends went to Scotland, and they said it was just really cool, and I think that would just like be another cool place to see, like it'd be different from here. Well, like most of the time my mom just used her debit card, because that was just easier than just like pulling out like all the money, because it was like hard to like know what was which, because they had like lots of coins meant like dollars, and we weren't used to that. But like a lot of like the vendors on the streets, they had they didn't take debit cards, so like we had to like give them like cash or whatever, so we had to learn how to like know what coin was which. And then like we went to London, which is pence, and then London and Amsterdam Amsterdam, Paris took euros, so we had like pence left over, and it got confusing, definitely. Probably the Anne Frank house, because I'm like that kind of stuff, like learning about history like that, and it was just really cool like walking through her house that she stayed in, or wasn't really her house, but whatever, like where she stayed and hiding, and it was just cool like just seeing, like there wasn't actually furniture in it, but just seeing that like Anne Frank has been in here, that was like really amazing.
Lost in my mind, I get lost in my mind. Mama once told me.
It definitely makes me feel really lucky to do something like that, because I may not have that chance when I get older, and just like seeing the different things, like that was cool. And like I don't know how to explain it, just like getting to do something that was or like seeing things that was more important and just made you feel like smaller and like less important was like cool, because like you were seeing things that were like thousands of years old, and then I'm just like 12, so it was cool like seeing that stuff.